Hello, my fellow hat enthusiasts, once again for another episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We finally made it into Eulmore, and we got in. We made our whole thing. Alphina's pretending to be a painter, and apparently, I'm his assistant. I'm willing to take that role. So, let's get this charade going, so that we can actually, Alphina would like to send you into the city to explore. I'll bet he would. Now you've got the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, perhaps. Such places are usually filled with color and characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. I gotta get away from the light. I do like this little catwalk, though. It's like a cool thing. Oh, I can't remember. Which one's this? Which one is this? I don't remember what this one is. And a hero's gauntlet. I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's go and do it. So, some background information. Things have been happening. So, as I mentioned for a while, I've been playing Destiny 2. Well, I got a friend, and, he's not super into Destiny 2. He's been playing with us, and we'll hang on. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell you this story, the story of things, but I'm also gonna stop when I have to talk to people. So just kind of try and hang on to it. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me to his shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Alright, so she needs some person. I gotta find him. Anyway, so he doesn't like, he's not really into Destiny 2, but I'll tell you what he is into, and once he why is there just... Alright, tangent. Why is there just like a 6-inch deep puddle around the room? Like, I understand in the middle, kind of, you're gonna do this, like rose petal floating thing. I get that. It's like an, aesthetic thing, but... Alright, anyway. So, I'll tell you what he does like, though. He loves classic World of Warcraft. Now, just so you know, the Man with Hat is not really a World of Warcraft player. I think the game is like just god awful ugly. Oh, this is why he's there. Hang on. Let's help this guy. This has got to be a safety hazard, like an OSHA violation, I'm sure. Wicked White, that was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my latest handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. Here's your life for the scrap of cloth. You must think highly of the mistress. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't think he thinks highly of her. I doubt it. She doesn't seem the type. It's not just a scrap of cloth. No, not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than the wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has ever been so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Caluzia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be the witness to her generosity firsthand. I already met her, and she's a little sauced, actually. Well, frustrated. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. She probably is sauced, though, in the context I usually use it. Anyway, so... yeah, he likes World of Warcraft. I just think the game is ugly as sin. I didn't like Warcraft since, Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 was great. I tried to play Warcraft 3 17 times. I have never gotten anywhere. Alright, let's see what she's got to say. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You seem a dedicated patron. You value him highly, then. I'm gonna assume that's the case. Probably not, but you know.
As if he were a member of my own family, I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We British citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore a most glorious measure is in the place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of the measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, and otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin is almost a miraculous effect of people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, and only fellow residents, whom to enjoy the tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see that the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer.
Alright then.
All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly.
I'm just walking around, I'm cool.
A tour of the cities. Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyways, a lady by the name of Tista Bai usually has her seat near the entrance. She would gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side.
So yeah, back on the story. So yeah, no, I liked Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 was my jam when I was younger. Like I really enjoyed that game, right? And then Warcraft 3 came out. A friend of mine had it, and I was playing it. And I was like, this game, I didn't like it. I don't like the way that they changed the art style and made it look. I didn't like the way that the game played. They focused on heroes and stuff. I was not into any of that. And so it's just like World of Warcraft is along the same vein.
Welcome to the beehive, little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease, A quick game of high or low? It's simply a matter of guessing which has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested?
So I'm not gonna play a card game?
Ready for the game of high or low, then?
Let's do it.
Good for you. No time like the present, I say.
My face when it's just triple triad.
3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine.
It's playing the music that you get for triple triad, nonetheless.
Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine?
I'm gonna say low.
Going with low, then. Right, let's see what you got. My cards have it up to 17, and you have a total of 12.
There you go. I win. Top tier card game.
Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, and then we'll talk about that favor.
Uh-huh. So you want me to play again?
Another match of high or low. Come now, little honeybee, we all need our diversions.
Alright. I mean, it might be higher. That my face cards were like absolutely dog water, so it wasn't really that big of a deal.
3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know. Probably low, based on the fact that you have 9 and 4, and I have 1. Yeah, 5. Dude, come on. Total 13, exactly. It's hard to come back from a 1. I mean, like, in terms of, like, you know.
Well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours, and the prize I promised.
Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I had to, like, actually, like, push the button to talk to her.
That's all. How delicately wholesome.
I assume it was about, if you want to freeze frame that. I'm sure it's just saying I need to tour the city.
That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is all you want, then there's what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin-Eaters. They say Laird Vothry was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmoran need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If yours still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Atharn over there. There's there's not that merry sot likes more than the sound of his own voice.
I can hear this guy shaking this beverage out of my left ear. But no, like the last time when it came out, I had to push the button when she had the little triangle thing over her head. And then last time I was like, oh no, we don't have to do that. So let's talk to Atharn. What's that? New Eulmore, you say? Yeah. Only just arrived and you're already looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you can hop up on stage and give us a dance first. Then we can have our little talk. I like how I am being mandated to be a pole dancer. I don't want to be a pole dancer, but you know what? I understand. I'm not half naked like everybody else. And on top of that, this hat, it just brings things out in people, I'll tell you what. Alright, so just dance? Can I do any dance? Hang on. Let's see if I can do any dance. I think I've got other ones, right? Do I have a dance? I feel like I have dances. Hang on. Oh, Manderville dance. Let's see if we can do that. Well, can I do any one of them, or do I have to do the one? Probably not. I probably have to just do the one. Okay. Keep getting behind the curtains. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. These people are like high on meal or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna whistle. There you go. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on the stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always as peaceful as it is today. The Eulmore army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sea Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see, turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerated to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Ha! A toast to Lord Valthry. I have a feeling it's not going to pan out the way you want. You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphino will be expecting you to return. Alright, resuming my story. So, yeah, my friend really likes World of Warcraft Classic. He, we don't talk about retail because it's dog water. No one likes it. But no, so he's like, you wouldn't even play the game after I played Destiny with you? And I'm like, man. And here's another thing. I'm a controller player. I don't know if you can tell by my hotbars. I play controller. WoW doesn't have controller support, so I'm not only playing a game I'm not really super interested in, I'm playing it in a way that is very not comfortable. So, let's see what this lady has to say.
Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to brush to canvas.
And where is Alphino?
One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or artists, good artists, apparently.
Ah, finally. Oh, this is his new outfit. That's right. He's got his new drip. That's not where he's wearing the thing. This is good. This is better than the other one.
I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You're truly a handsome boy, however am I to decide?
What happened to the painting? I don't recall part of the artistic process. Yeah. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work on the reason we called him here.
Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly...
This poor guy. Well, I'd not... That is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice.
Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next?
That woman is so bizarre. Alright. No, I was gonna say, I didn't remember that weird outfit he was wearing, but that was really short-lived, wasn't it? He used that for maybe like an hour. And then it was over.
Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But the obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging in these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the lair below us, and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell.
Yes, and speaking of tales to tell, let me tell you the rest of my story. So he wanted me to do this. So I started playing WoW for like, we're playing Classic. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest. I'm not saying Final Fantasy XIV is a perfect game, you know, like the best game ever made or anything. Where's the stairwell here? I know I'm missing. It's probably just like shows it's like right there, but I don't know. Looks like it's like right there. I know I'm missing something silly. It's probably over here in like the hallway or something. Anyway, but man, WoW Classic, dude, I was like falling asleep playing the game. It was brutal. It's like, all right, cast this. I played Priest because I was like, none of the other classes really sounded interesting, and I was like, well, if I got to play the game, I might as well play in a way I think is interesting. And while here on Journey Through Eorzea, we are not playing any healers or tanks, you know, I was like, well, I like to heal. Like, you know, I like playing my scholars, so I was like, I'll do that. So I'll heal. I could do that. And fun fact about me, it's not just like I don't like mouse and keyboard like as a matter of course. I don't like mouse and keyboard because I have a really hard time with the keys. A controller, everything's in my hand. I know exactly where every button is on the controller at any moment, and I don't have like you occasional fat thumb it, whatever. But like in general, maybe it wants me to go down further. Maybe like there was more stairs over that way. Maybe. But you know, with that all in mind, it's like okay, fine. Oh, it's in here. Oh, it's in here. Okay, hang on. Sob sniff. Okay.
You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat is... I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then... I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorek. Thorek? Here's a list of symptoms, and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to.
That's rough. But yeah, so I'm just like, whereas on the controller I can just play and do anything with the controller, I cannot do that with mouse and keyboard. I constantly have to look down. Like, I can play an RTS game where you need like 3 keys and like a mouse, right? Because you're dragging, selecting, and then you're like, okay. Like, I was playing Homeworld, for example. I gotta dock my units, or like tell it to, you know, do this or that, or shift to select more units or whatever. I have no idea where we're going. Deliver the list of singers to the chunk of meal and Thorek and the derelicts. I don't know where the derelicts are. Maybe just use the Aetheryte. But yeah, so it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like the most boring game I've ever played. You just cast, and then like anytime an enemy says resist, or you know, it like you get interrupted, and then your stuff has to go. Wait, it's over there. All right. Or your stuff gets interrupted, or you have to like the cast timer like resets because you're being attacked. I'm like, I just die inside. It's just the worst. You need medicines, tonics, potions. Yeah, I need this stuff. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? What a nice guy. Oh, your face. You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, and you might see 1 or 2 fortunate souls, or fortunate fools, hurtled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is, not for the ship's rat. Oh, no. I am content to scurry around down here, and nibble of the crumbs which fall from the table. The consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. What an awesome guy. Is that guy got an eye patch? A little monocle? You're shameful display. Alright. Gotta go back up. Not there. Is it there? It's there. So yeah, my final thing I'll say about it is just like, it's just not for me. But because I want to be a good friend, I am kind of still doing it, and it's like I already paid the $15 for the subscription for trying to play the game right now, but man, it's a rough go. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about that right now. It's just crazy how boring it is. Like, just like I said, I was straight up falling asleep while playing it last night with him. It was better when I played with him than by myself, but still, I was watching a video, just as a tangent real quick. I was watching a video of a guy playing it, and he's just over the moon about it. He's like, I have no nostalgia for this, and I've never played it, and it's amazing. I love it. And I'm like, Good for you, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm gonna try and go back in with a better, like a more positive outlook, so that I can actually, because no one wants to hang out with a dude who's just miserable the whole time. So I'm gonna try and do the best I can, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel much happier right here, right now. On journey through Eorzea. So let's talk to this lady.
Did he get my medicine?
He says no. I have some bad news.
So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing?
Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Please don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend.
Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said...
So you've been suffering all this time. I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street.
You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure.
Then I shall have a word with Lord Valthree, and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again? That sounds like a red flag. Or mayhap you think it a step too far.
No, you would do that for me?
Of course, why I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Oh, yeah, that's the face I'd be making. Sounds too good to be true for sure. You must be new arrival to harbor such doubts. Allow me to allay your suspicions. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them into the celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valthree that we learned of this truth. It is through Lord Valthree's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within the host, should their patrons deem them worthy.
Lord Valthree is truly a great man, isn't he?
Well, he's great in one way, size. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, no, we all know, we know some shenanigans going on here. The man with hat is not so easily deceived. Alright. Gotta return to the Alphanod. Alright, wait, did I go the wrong one? Did I go to the wrong place? I did go to the wrong place because I was just looking at the stairwell. I saw the icon there and I thought, surely that's gotta be it. It's gotta be the 8th Ray Plaza. What a fool I was. Alright, how you doing? I mean, he's painting better than I could paint. It's a rough photo though.
'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the eyes appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far?
Some shenanigans, dude.
So, Lord Valthree boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind that the apothecary in his ominous remarks. If so many folk are entered the city over the years, then where do they go?
Yeah, no, you ain't wrong about that. It's suspect. I take my eye off you for one moment, and you're chattering away with your assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done, then? What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphido. Where's artistic interpretation? It should invoke images of affluence, nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty.
Lord Chai, you stated this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal...
Realistic? I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle so slackened jaws and weakened knees to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Arg! You gonna yeet it off? I say, did that come from above? Oh no, it's the jester bells. They can get yeeted off right now. I would chuck them off immediately. I know that's a mean thing to do, but I think they deserve it for no other reason than I don't trust them.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set us Faroon our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, your hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it to fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent? How dreadful. And this man is faced sentencing. That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they've mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothru resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then.
It's so unflattering. Life is unflattering. Azula Kai, level 81 Viper. Little tiny person. Alright, the crown thing. Wait, show me this way? Oh, over there? Okay. Coolio. Cynthiel Pendragon, level 83 Black Mage. Silence and Fettered offering sits on the altar of booty. What the heck? Joining the crowd up there? Yes. I'll take the offer. Good grief, dude.
That's him. That's Vothru.
I couldn't have imagined. Also, furthermore, didn't they catch the blue-haired guy? His name Kai Shear.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
How sentient is a sin eater? This question.
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12.
Yeah, he having a bad day, boy. See how gritty this is? You don't see blood anywhere else in the game, hardly at all.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
I could take this dude right now.
Lord Vothru, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud.
Uh-oh, it's a fraudster.
He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Eulmore is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society!
I'm telling you, dude, I can take him right now.
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
You guys got more chins than Chinatown, as they say.
Temerity to weep please, my lord. Anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Eulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide.
That's grimdark, man.
And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Eulmore?
Not just completely unfazed.
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And everyone applauds.
And people call this paradise.
Put me in, coach. Put me in right now.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
You know, I have a feeling he doesn't do well saying no, especially when he eats.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
Priceless.
I think so.
That's right. So stare down.
Did that little worm just insult me?
He just figured it out.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
That's more exercise than that guy's gotten in 1,000 years. Again, everybody completely unfazed. Oh, there he is. But who is it, truly? Truly, we ask. I'm assuming we're outside the city now, because we can't possibly stay in there.
Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably the best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. In any case, we've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kalusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew.
I'm not gonna go fight some dudes.
Kai Shir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent of you accepting it. If I had known but the price you had been made to pay.
You gave me everything I needed to make the idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Vothria wants us all dead.
Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I am certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing.
No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet.
Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorans may yet come looking for us.
I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you can take care too. Give me the chance and I'll repay what you've done for me. Elfino.
Elfino.
It's her, huh?
Lord and Lady Chai.
What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you.
I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Elfino. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work, as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was a bold and flinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothria and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy, I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Facade. I can't believe I almost said facade. Oh, that's terrible. It's not like a word that doesn't, like, it's not said the way that it looks. I rely heavily on phonetics. Alright. Well, let's go back to the place we're going. I know we said we're not going to fly, but we're going to fly over there. Because I totally forgot we weren't flying. But we've already been through this area, we'll come back later. We're just going to do it right now. Right now. Really, we're just going to lore drop this, that this is just like totally normal, not a big deal at all. We fly all the time, except never at all. Alright. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vothria and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. I ain't arguing. Alright, let's go use the Ethernet shard. We're back at the Crystarium. It's a big boy. I can't even see the top of it. Wait, no, is it Docile Gate? Docile Gate. Codicius Silver. Lady Bunny Girl. Free trial player. Respect it. That's right, Stormblood is all the way into the free trial now. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I'll be happy to escort you to the Ocular. To the Ocular! Alright, now I got the twins. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends. Not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is keen to press on with our plans as I am. And while you've seen quite a lot of the forest yourself now, more than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face, let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done.
Yes, let us discuss it with the Exarch.
And so you return.
We do.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use.
For real.
Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you.
Nah, man, I'll do it right now.
But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Eulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Eulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Well, when you say it like that. Okay, are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough? I'm not sure I follow. No, let's just say that.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Oh no, he's got crazy magic. That's a cool parlor trick, though, I'll say it.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds.
The thing that's cool about this explains everything. Here's a pro tip. If you don't know and understand like all the stuff that's happened up through even modern Final Fantasy with like going to Dawn Trail and the stuff that they're talking about with the Evercold things coming out, this explains, if I'm not mistaken, this will explain everything that you need to know about that thus far.
This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds.
Oh no.
What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions.
Which is where all the calamities thus far came from, if I'm not mistaken.
An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
So like half of them are already gone. So that looks like, I'm assuming the fire one already happened at some point. The purple one I would have thought was electricity, earth, I'm guessing. There aren't that many elements though. Water. Oh no, is that ice? Ice, okay. Ice. Water. I don't know what that one looks like. Darkness almost. Or maybe they're duplicates, like they're split into doubles. So there's fire ones, like 2 fire ones, 2 earth ones, 2 water ones, and so on, maybe?
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
So the one thing I'm trying to think of with all things is, like, it showed us all those elements getting into it, and I understand there were calamities. I'd have to look up to see what the calamities used to be, right? But we're afraid of a light one happening, and God knows what happened if light suddenly, like, cascaded. It might cause the same thing that happened here, I assume. But I'm just, like, curious, like, all those elements showed up. What are all the other ones that are left? We already know that the 9th is a lightning as well. We know that the first one is light. We know that the 13th is the dark one, which is where 0 is at. So, yeah, like, I'm just curious, like, what are they all duplicates? They have doubles of each one, so all the ones that, so half of them are gone, but then there's another half, I'm assuming. I'm speculating. I'd have to look it up.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told.
It's because you guys needed me the whole time.
Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Do they already know that I can do the thing?
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
It's about time. I mean, it's not about time for them to be massacred. I'm saying it's about time for a dungeon.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Boy, I'm here for you. It's no problem. I still don't know how to red mage very well, though, so we're going to figure that one out as we go. I'm hoping an actual dungeon will make short work of it. Hallminster Switch is the north of Lakeland, so we best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Alright, well, who am I to say no? Wait, can I just go back through there? I'm just wondering, will it let me do that? No, I'm not going to the source, but I could if I wanted to. Alright, to the ocular. Alright. Hoping we'll go down to this thing. I think maybe I can just teleport out. I was like, what is that thing? Hang on, what is that thing? Oh, it's the little otter man in the suit. I respect it. It's not as cool as Palico, but it's pretty good. Let's see. Hang on, so... Airlash... Do we have... Alright, we're just gonna go to the Bathray Plaza because I don't think there's like a better place to go to get out of there, even though it's only saving me like 20 steps or something. At least I got my jog on. Wait a minute. I just remembered something. Didn't they have grapes that they always comically joked about? Hang on, is that over here? I gotta know. They had grapes that were like super low poly and everyone made fun of them and thought they were the funniest thing ever. And I'm just wondering if they're still over here and like what do they look like now? Because I've never actually looked at them and I don't know if they look exactly the same or not. Alright, I think those are right there. Hang on. Yeah, they're still pretty low poly, but they're like higher than they used to be. At least I think so. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it is about time for Dungeon Boy, I'll tell you what. Can I jump over that? Apparently not. There's a gap there, it would fall. Although it doesn't look like there's much. There's like a fence there? That's interesting. Alright. Later, nerds. Alright. Mjolnir. Let's go. I don't know how far we're going. Probably right down here. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like Eulmore is like stupidly slow for some reason. Those purple trees do pop, I'll tell you what. Although it's a little bright right here, right now. Let's see, where are we going? Just like right here in the middle of the road somewhere, or... No, we're going down a ways. Okay. Is that him? Yeah, it is him. Just standing in the middle of the road. All set. We are to follow this road north. We will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. As he slowly walks off. We gotta hurry! Slowly strolls away. I could bust out my motorcycle, which is slightly faster. Or I learned that it was one of the reasons I used to justify buying it. I was like, yeah, but it's like a little bit faster by default. That's a good reason, right? But it doesn't have the street cred that Mjolnir does. Mjolnir's been my boy for like ever. Besides, you get to like enjoy it. Enjoy the, you know, the sights. I cannot wait to kill this Light Warden. Like, I cannot begin to tell you. I'm so hyped. There's never, I think I mentioned this before, but there's never, I don't think, there's never a more tangible, like, feeling in the world than returning darkness to the world by killing the Light Wardens. Like, you are making a physical effect on the world that you can, like, actually tangibly see. You know what I mean? And so I am pretty hyped about this. Take a look at our map. How far off are we? Oh, not far now. Okay. We have purple pine trees? That's an interesting thought, purple pine trees. I wonder how plants would do, like, you know, they don't have chlorophyll, because obviously, because they're purple. That's the chlorophyll is purple, but I don't know, can chlorophyll be not purple? There's an interesting, or not green. I don't know if chlorophyll can be not green. fight it off, but I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna finish. We're gonna do this dungeon, then it'll be the end of the episode. But let's get it rolling here. Our last dungeon, if you recall, had to be done with NPCs because it was already such a long episode. This is not the case. We will get people. Hold Mr. Switches past these gates and through the woods. It is not exactly a neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain?
The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we've ever seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that the Light Warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all the underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living thing, a reckless young swordsman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden.
We can do it. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage the leader of the Eaters alone. I just realized I'm going to need my book, too. Concentrate on the survivors, and we will save every life we can.
But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well.
Then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Levieurs, Catalina, and last but not least, the Warrior of Light, except darkness technically in this particular context. A formidable group indeed. In Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Alright, let's see if I can find I gotta find my book. It's around here. Holminster Switch now accessible. First dungeon of Shadowbringers. There's my book. Instance dungeons encountered in subsequent main scenario quests can be completed solo alongside a supporting party of NPCs. This is when they first started doing that. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of the NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. Also, you can use Doty support, etc., etc. I don't need to know all that. Alright, let me get my book. Hang on. Well, hang on. Let me get the queue started, and then alright, other players. How we doing? 20 minutes? Alright, let's get the book. Hang on. I have to look through. I knew exactly where it was in the last volume, but in volume 3 it's a little harder. Okay. Face of Elpis, Tempest, I don't think that's it. Burn, Gimlet Dark. Holminster Switch. It's under Journeys Traced. 208. Okay. Right after the Gimlet Dark. Alright. Holminster Switch. A hamlet devoured. In this idyllic settlement in the northern reaches of Lakeland, folks spent their days raising livestock and tending crops. Despite the ever-present threat of stray sin-eaters attacks, food still needed to be grown, and rather than risk unknown pastures where the dangers remained the same, the villagers had decided to continue tilling the lands of their forefathers. As a small measure of defense, however, Holminster Switch made an agreement with the Crystarium wherein the city would send out regular patrols in exchange for grains and dairy products. For a time, the settlement lived in peacefully, albeit wary of the perils lurking beyond its walls. Sadly, this all changed when a eater swarm led by the Light Warden Philia set upon Holminster Switch. The Crystarium immediately dispatched the contingent of troops, which was joined by the Warrior of Darkness, and the Crystal Exarch himself. Yet they were unable to save all the hamlet's inhabitants. They did, however, succeed in vanquishing Lakeland's fiendish Light Warden, and thus, almost dropped my book, thus bringing nightfall to the area for the first time in countless years. And at the bottom, it's got a picture of a couple of things. Tesleen, who, yeah, she's here, unfortunately. Tesleen was a kind-hearted woman who tended to those afflicted by Sin-Eater's corruptions at the Inn of the Journey's Head. In an attempt to defend the sickly boy named Halric, She took upon arms against the monsters, but she ultimately proved no match for their fury, succumbing to the self-same scourge she worked so tirelessly to treat. And then Philia, which is the Light Warden, it's got the chains sword thing. Philia, the Light Warden of Lakeland. The manacles which ensnare the four limbs were whispered to be remains of a mortal life as an elf imprisoned within the hour of certain durance, meaning brotherly love. Philia was the name bitterly bestowed upon the eater after it descended upon his home village and devoured its former neighbors. And that is Holminster Switch, and we will see it when it pops. I literally had time to go set the book down and come back and it started, so I ain't complaining. I'm 90% sure the dude outside the dungeon there was the one who queued up. I didn't look at his name, but I think it's Lucian Lockhart. I just can't escape this dungeon, can I? Claire Sapphire. Is that the healer? Who's Claire Sapphire? Oh no, it's the... Couldn't see it. Oh yeah, it's Bunny. Bunny Monk. Alright, let's pretend I'm good at this video game. Stab the bear, and now the bear is going to turn into a thing. Alright. Gotta pretend I'm good at this game. Man, I don't know what like half the stuff does. I gotta like look over my skills just like I did when I started playing Ninja. Is it that one? Okay. Oh, okay, that's right. It does the thing. Okay. Alright, this one. And then that one, right? And then this one. Hang on. I'm kind of remembering, maybe. Wait, that's right. This. I gotta do those. That's right. The second bar. I know I set this up in like a logical way. I just hadn't done it in so long. Okay, so those are my AoE spells. Which is totally fine. Oh, wrong one. Oh well, that's fine. Dark Knight, White Mage, and Monk. I'm trying. I have the tabletop RPG of this game, which is like the starter set, and I really want to run it, but I have no talent for playing D&D or adjacent. So, oh no, they're gonna do a thing. But I know the book has like a bunch more classes in it, and I kind of want. All right, this, and then these. It's gonna take a while to get used to. I'm not much of a caster to begin with, never mind, all the rest of this stuff. Man, White Mage getting a little bit riggedy wrecked on there. Do I have Bear Cure? I don't even know. I do. Whoa! I'm gonna dump some cures on that guy because he's getting just riggedy wrecked. I'd rather keep him alive than worry about everything else. This is like the whole reason I decided to start playing Red Mage. Oh no. Alright, okay, well, yeah, okay. Try and do that. Try and do it. I don't know if I saved anybody there, but I'm trying. I don't know if the healer's just like not pulling it or what. That's what I want. This one. Okay. A little jank, but it could be worse. Stay winning. Exactly. There you go. You love to see it. I'm just glad I had Veracure. I'm like, do I have Veracure? I don't know if I do. And then I did. That was a pretty good feeling. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh well. Oh lord. Okay, just staying like right here. Oh no. I don't know. I think I have a thing, but I don't know how to get there. Am I gonna make it? I made it. I don't know what that did. Embolden? I'm doing it. Oh, did I just do like double tap? Okay. Is it gonna be that way? Oh, here? Okay. Totally cool with that. Totally cool. Oh, hang on. Okay, so that one's like a supercharged move. So far so good. I am like not even staring at my teammates, I'm just trying to stare at my hot bars until I can get like the hang of doing this rotation correctly. Like I do like Red Mage. I'm not good at it by any means. I know they know where to do this, but I don't know where it is. Okay, over there, over there, over there, over there, over there. The floor's lava. Alright. Oh, over there. I'm gonna die. Oh gosh. Am I gonna wreck right now? I am. Well, you know, I saved everyone earlier, so we'll see if healer can get me back up or not. Swift cast. Accept. Alright. I just fumbled that last one. Is he gonna heal me or is he not gonna be able to? He did not heal me. I guess I should have healed myself. Man, this run is gonna be... Dude, the tank's gonna go down. Alright. Alright. So things are a little bit rough in this run, but you know what? It's the spice of life, man. It's the spice of life. So, someone help. Ah. Bye, peeps. Alright. Man. This run is so great. Wait, is that... Are we probably holding here, maybe? Alright. So far, so good. I mean, as far as things go. Okay, that's not what I want. I want this one. I want Fair Thunder too. Dude, healer, what are you doing? Like, I understand you want to do damage, but you gotta, like, if he's either his items are way low or you are just like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, dude, am I crazy? That healer is constantly, like, letting that guy almost die. And I mean, that's not fine, it's fine, but like, if you, I don't know. I don't want to throw shade. I'm just like, I think it's kind of funny. I know that's a longer cast than I do. I'm just dumb. And then I threw like one regular one. Alright. So far so good. I wonder if Eorzea has any new unique dialogue if you do this with, you know. I wonder if I just do this and then the other one if that does more damage. I don't think it does. You know, that doesn't seem like it's that much better. Alright. What's up, Tesleen? Ow. Oh no. Man, I think it means he goes after me first. Get a little closer so he doesn't have to like look 20 miles away. That was weird. Took like a second. Alright, not bad. There's a lot of little inner workings to Red Mage that I just like totally forgot about. Oh, weird. Thought I was going to be able to stack that next move up, but it didn't work. What does this do? Oh, he's over there, right. I'll run through everything, sure. That little sword move has a really low cooldown for what it is. Alright. Arg, as it says, Arg. Alright. Oh, it's like the Manticore thing. Oh no, he just turned them all into things. That's great. So grimdark. Like, it's terrible, but I love it at the same time. Oh, this is one where you have to, like, you can go through and, like, pull everybody in the entire area. Am I crazy? Is that or is that not what is going on? Oh, more peeps. Oh, tank, help me. They decided they like me first. I would use the other thing, but I don't think it's really necessary. What does this do? Hang on, what does this do? Not that one, this one. I don't know what that one does, and then I fumbled the button. Oh well. I remember there were like things, I swear that someone came through here and like pulled everything in this entire courtyard. It's a cool little village though. Look around while I'm casting spells. No, what I was gonna say is, what is this? Okay, it's like a little, okay, so it is. It's like a little like AoE melee thing, which is good. Because what if you don't want to do just like the thing? Okay. Okay. Oh, great, my phone's going off. There we go, okay. Nothing like a inopportune, you know, phone or whatever. Oh. I like the monk's little dance there, that was good. Alright. I'll need the boots. For some reason, I thought Thancred was involved in this for some reason, but I guess I was wrong. I must have been misremembering. It's time. Tell me how you really feel, Chain Man. Alright. I know that there's like little phases and you have to like dodge around the outside. They kind of already have the triangles kind of like, you know, drawn or whatever. Oops. Pendulum. Is that the one? Oh, it's targeting that guy. Oh lord. Just gonna go over here. Oh, fetters. Yeah, no, I gotta get them off me, please. Okay. I mean, he wasn't able to eat me, so that's a plus. Oh wait, shit, I forgot about that. Oh no, it still got me. I remember now, the hand. The hand goes up when, oh, they're not paying attention. It's gonna hurt. Oh, it hurt. Alright. I took the edge off that. That was pretty good. Being able to have a heal in your pocket randomly, like that's actually like substantial, is kind of great. Ow. Okay, he's gonna go that way. He's gonna start there. Must run. This is the part I actually remember about this fight. Trying to do it while also like running around in a circle. No problem. Onslaught can stop anytime there, buckaroo. Yeah, see, we're all over here now. What's that like? I think I did a backflip just there. I was not meaning to, but I did. Oh no. Oh, the failures on my part. Alright. That's on me. I wasn't looking for the telegraph. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Oh, we're LBing again? That's cool. I'm still getting wrecked. Alright, run. Okay, we made it. Oh, that gives everybody a buff. Okay, so that's a party-wide buff. I just noticed that. Alright, I didn't realize we were that close to killing him. I get too busy staring at like one thing or another and then I die. But I didn't die. Except for that one time, but we don't talk about that. Seeming awful somber considering we just beat that guy. Well, I got one player comm left. We're gonna give it to... Man. I'm gonna give it to the monk. I feel like the monk really earned it. The healer, I mean, no offense to that guy. But, you know. Oh. Let me go and get the loot pass here. Alright, I got a player comm. Rock and roll. That was a fun one, though. That was pretty good. I definitely gotta work on my red mage, though.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
No.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor.
Unless you've got a jacked individual like myself.
But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Which is the whole reason he wanted me in the first place. Although I don't know how you extrapolate, like, oh, he's got the blessing of light, so he'll be immune to light. But like, hey, I get it.
The blessing of light. And the hero who wields it now stands before you.
It's crazy how light has been this like weapon we've wielded for a while, and now it's like this weapon's trying to be used against us, but we, instead of it being a weapon, it's like a shield. It's a cool idea. I'm like Kirby. I just don't get any fancy powers. I should get fancy powers, don't you think? How cool would that have been? Let's go. What an absolute Chad. So cool. So awesome.
The monster's power is broken, and the world twisted by its touch returns to its rightful form.
Awesome. So cool. How awesome am I, guys? How awesome am I? Sorry, this is just like a really good feeling moment for various different reasons. Imagine them. They've never... all these people have never seen darkness in their entire lives. Not once. And all of a sudden, the night sky just goes dark. There's not anybody amongst them who remembers what it was like when it was dark.
Sky.
It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
That's right. Technically, it is me.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people?
I gotta say, I'm not usually one that's moved by media that often, but like even I feel a little something. Like they're just the music and everything brings together. I'm usually a emotionless like lump. I feel nothing, but I actually feel like it warms my heart in like a nice way. Like I don't, like I said, I just don't. I'm a man. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm saying like you get it. I'm actually like, I feel something on that one.
You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
The legends are true. I'm a living legend.
My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains.
Don't worry, dude. We're gonna handle it. It's gonna be fine.
Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will.
Dude, I'm always fighting things I wasn't really intentionally meaning to fight. It's fine. It's just kind of what I do.
I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Oh, it's Ardbert. Oh, it sounds like a glorious adventure. You know what? Oh man. So this one kind of says like I'm like Batman. I'm gonna become the warrior you need. The second one's like, man, I'm so ready to go, and the last one's like, I guess. As much as like Batman is cool, I think being more a little happy-go-lucky sounds more fun. It's a glorious adventure. Let's do it.
On behalf of the First, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
Indeed, why did you do it?
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
Always throwing that shade.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Senator is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Indeed, let us go. Alright, let's see what the Exarch's got to say. Wrap this one up. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory won in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Alright. And then there's Lucian Lockhart, right there. There's my tank boy. What a Chad. And then Cynthia Pendragon, she might have been the other one that was there. Was that the monk that was there? No, it's somebody else. Okay. Well, with that, I think we got it. So, we have returned darkness to the skies, and it's cloudy out. How nice. Imagine that in real life. Just like, oh, finally got the darkness in the sky back, and then just like, immediately it's just cloudy. Anyway, with that, without further ado, we'll see you, till next time.